Hi everybody, Miss Eberly again, and what are we going to work with? Rational numbers, and we're going to work through 3 examples. First one, starting at mild. So this is what we actually did in class, and I wanted to do it again with you just to make sure we are good. If you're like, oh my gosh, I was so good in class, I don't even need this, you're doing it anyway. Okay, it's good for you. So mild problem. I'm going to give you decimals, negative 6.5, and I want you to compare it to negative 6.2. Alrighty, this is a little tough because we have negatives. Okay, so we're working in the negative realm. If we were working in the positive realm, 6.5 compared to 6.2, you probably know right away that 6.5 is greater. Why? Because from 0, 6.5 is farther from 0 than 6.2 is. 6.2 would be, a little bit closer. So 6.5 is farther away in the positive direction, so it's greater, it's bigger. But now we're in the negative realm. So if we're in the negative realm, and I'm on the number line, I'm below 0, and what 2 numbers am I in between? Well, I'm at negative 6 and something. So if I travel down here to negative 6, I'm past negative 6. I'm between negative 6 and negative 7. And negative 6.5 is, right there at halfway. And negative 6.2, what do you think? Closer to negative 6 or closer to negative 7? It's closer to negative 6. It's somewhere in here. Meaning that negative 6.5 is farther away from 0 than negative 6.2. It is in the more negative direction. It is colder than negative 6.2. So it is less. Okay? It is less than negative 6.2. All right, let's try another. We're stepping it up to medium. So I better get a different color. Let's go green. Okay, so medium, negative 1/2 compared to negative 5/6. And you're like, oh, we have fractions. Yes, we do. All right, so we work with it. Fractions. And we have negatives. All right, so negatives, meaning I'm going to be below 0 on the number line. And is it past negative 1? Are these numbers past negative 1? No. These are fractional amounts. They're in between here. The question is, where the heck are they? Well, this one is right there at 1/2. And now, do you really need to divide this to figure out if it goes here or there? Or do you have your number sense powers? And you're like, no, I don't right now. Okay, let me help you. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at this number 6. And I'm saying, all right, what is 1/2 of 6? So you're like, oh yeah, I know that. It's 2. No, well, no, it's not 2. But it's one more than that, 3. 1/2 of 6 is 3. So I'm thinking in my brain, 3. Okay, 3. Well, what is that 5 compared to that 3? It's bigger. It was over the halfway point, meaning that this 5/6 is greater than that halfway point. So it's going here, people. It's greater than the half mark. Meaning that negative 1/2 was closer to 0 than negative 5/6. It was closer to 0. It was warmer, a little bit warmer, a little bit greater than negative 5/6. Whereas negative 5/6 is farther away, a little less, a little more negative. Okay, final problem. Example 3, this is spicy. So you're like, yes, finally. So here it is, spicy problem. You have 4 numbers, 7/3, 2.4, negative 6/25, and negative 1.34. And I want you to write it from least to greatest. Okay, take a deep breath and you start in. If you want, you could pause the video and see what you could do. But I'm going to put 4 spaces here because I have 4 numbers. Now what I can tell right away in my brain, and I'll just show you what I'm thinking, is that I see these 2 numbers are negative. So since those 2 numbers are negative, I know they're going to be on this side. Whereas these two numbers over here are positive. So those are going to be bigger. So now all I need to figure out is if I look at these smaller numbers, these lesser numbers that are negative, which one's going to be the actual least smallest number in my set? Well, I don't even have to do division here. I see here I have a fraction, and here I not only have a fractional amount of 0.34, but I have a number out front, -1. So if I were picturing this on a number line at 0, these are both below 0, and there's -1. -6/25 is a fractional amount. It's somewhere in here, like right there. Whereas -1 and something is this way. It's somewhere over here. It's past -1. Meaning this number, -1.34, is farther away from 0, so it's going to be the smallest number up there. Which means I can write -6/25 next. And now I'm going to go to my two positive numbers, which are over here. And I have to decide, okay, which one's going to be greatest out of those? Now, off the top of my head, I look at this fraction. It's improper, meaning it's not going to be less than 1. It's going to be greater than 1. If I look at the denominator of 3, how many 3's are in 7? Well, there's 2. Are there 3? No, that'd be too much. So there's 2 and a little bit more, which is what this one is. So meaning I'm going to have to do some division to really figure this out. So 7/3 compared to 2.4. This one's already decimal, so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to take 7 divided by 3. You're like, you put the 7 on the inside? What the heck? I thought the 3 was supposed to go there. No. I see this is improper, so I should be getting an answer that's greater than 1. So 3 goes into 7 twice, like we said. Doesn't go in perfect. I'm left with 1. So I get a decimal. I need to keep going because I see this number is a 4. I need to know what this one is. Hopefully it's different. Drop down to 0. 3 goes into 10 3 times. Not perfectly, but you know what? I don't care because I got this. The 3 is less than the 4. So what can I say? I can say that 2.4 is the biggest number in this set. So if I go back to my spot here, I'm going to put 2.4 in the biggest position, and 7/3 hits up that spot. And we're done for right now. Thank you for watching. And hopefully you're feeling pretty confident with these things. See ya soon.